he's a different type of
Just for how
specimen,
he
man. You know,
ride, just for how he ride for you, he a real one.
yeah, nah, you wouldn't be the right time and shit like that. But I do
Yeah.
love him to death. Shouts to all the homies that's locked up hard, Road Murder. Shout out to Shotty. Shouts to everybody, man, that got caught up in that situation, man.
I mean, you know, this is Cocaine City Live. If you want to talk about anything, you free to talk.
Nah. We're not even gonna get into that. I just want to shout the homies out. You know, I love them to
Yeah,
death and shit
yeah.
like that. You know, this is different type of individuals, man. They ain't into anything else but standing up tall like men. You heard? You ain't hear nothing else but everybody taking their time and going to sleep and shit like that.
I love that.
I know what type of individuals these are. You know what I mean? I love them to death. You heard?
I love that about them, bro.
Word, most of them was on the road with me. Free Gato too, 100%, man. Like free all the real rights and free all my loved ones, man. I got a lot of niggas locked up like yourself and shit like that. That, you know, I hold dear to my heart.
Shout out to Mano. Mano, what up?
Mano. So like I was saying, man, I know there's a lot of people that, not even just a lot of people around the country that have been moving with me, as you got people that have been moving with you. So I know that it's a good feeling for them to see us on this live right now, to know that
hell yeah,
tension, it's no more tension and shit like that. Niggas ain't
man, God is good.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
God
different. I remember
definitely for change.
It was. I remember we was in Puff House with two of your niggas, me and Trav, one day. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. We sitting right across the table from them and shit like that. You know how bad Trav is and shit like that.
Yeah. Shout out to Trav. Shout out to Smack.
Puff, like, bro, you know you in my house, right? I said, yeah, man. Damn, man. The fuck, man.
Yo, Slow, what up? Slow just got in.
Word up, man. Shout out to Slow, man. You know, it is a lot.
Puff always. Puff every time. He be like, yo, you know, Jim gonna be there. I'll be like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Puff is ill. Puff be like, I don't care about none of that shit you're going through, bro.
Yeah.
Having a party at my house.
Y'all
want to stay on separate sides of the house, y'all do that, but
he always saw the big picture though.
And he always be like, that's my little brother, like you my little brother. Y'all figure that shit out when y'all figure that shit out. But if I'm inviting you to somewhere, man, you need to come and shit like that. Cause you know I'm not on no shit like that. Like, shout out to Puff, man. Shout out to Big Bro, man. He really always, he did it right, man, in that situation, man. He, just like he does do it in a lot of situations, man. You know what I mean?
He always saw the big picture between us, man. And he always used to tell me, he was like, yo, one day y'all niggas gonna make up and I'm gonna be laughing. So shout out to Puff.
Man. But you know what I gotta tell you though, aside from everything else, you know, I'm a fan of the game, and you know, you gotta study what you're a part of and shit like that. The way you came about and how you hustle, finesse, got lucky, must have prayed a lot, but the way you did it, the way you did it was ill. Like, and I respect it because you did it like New York niggas do. You heard, like,
thank you, my nigga.
You know how to hustle, you know how to get in what we fit in, and I just want to tip my hat to you and shit like that.
Likewise. I was gonna ask you that too. Like, was rapping for you always the goal? You know what I'm saying? Because back in the days, it's like, you know, out of nowhere, you just crept on them niggas, and it's like the way you did it. It was just like swaggy. You wasn't like you was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and out of nowhere just smack niggas in the face with the hits, bang bang. You know what I'm saying? And people ain't really see that at first. You was kind of freestyle one day you'll fall back. You was always like the spine behind the movement, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, my position in the beginning was to make sure that Cam was put on a pedestal. He was an ace in the hole, and make sure that he was never touching. Nobody could fuck with him, barber or hair on his head to get moved and shit like that. And whatever he needed done, I'm going to make sure I do that. I make sure I did it. I just wanted to make sure, by all means, he felt like a star whenever he moved around, even if I was the only one that could do that for him, until we started to acquire success and put all the major people around us and shit like that. And at that time, when we started picking the people to come around us, I already knew what needed to be happening because I was the person that did everything for Cam. So it kind of moved like that and shit like that. And I started to learn the game, and I'm a little bit smart in a dumb way. So I understood a lot of what's going on.
I know exactly what you mean when you say that. You can't catch a smart nigga if you a smart nigga too. You feel me?
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? So it just, and I just moved accordingly, but I always watched Cam and Mace getting so much money. Like, niggas was going to shows, niggas getting 30, 40,000. These niggas, like, I was eating too, but I wasn't getting that bag they was getting. to pipe my bag up, I started doing everything else also, like video directing, consulting, everything I could do to make a check, engineering all Cam sessions and shit like
you
that.
was
Like
A&R at one point. You had
yeah,
the A&R shit popping.
everything I could do. But when I had the A&R, I was already rapping. But in the
A
beginning,
lot of
I
bags
started,
make a big bag, you heard?
huh?
A lot of bags make a big bag.
That's why, nigga. Back then, engineering, I was getting like $9,000-$10,000 a week engineering for Cam. Then I would direct all the videos. We was getting video budgets of $200,000-$300,000.
I remember
Cam
that.
Cam like bust me down.
When y'all did that shit on top of the building.
Bunch of shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I
the video, sometimes I make $40,000-$50,000 off of directing a Cam.
Yeah, I meant to
video.
ask you that. What happened with Mase? I always wanted to see you work with him. Like how did that shit went? You know, I'm a fan first.
Mase was always different, even when we was younger. But I can't tell you this, and not to say it like that. Like Mase was always the less fortunate when we was coming up in high school, per se. You know, we took the chance of hustling, doing what we need to do, make sure we had new sneakers and all that. Mase didn't have that per se. Like, but everybody always chipped in and helped Mase out and shit like that. Like when they came to live with me and shit like that, I would always help Mase out. And even his manager, Kuda Love, I was paying their rent and phone bills and shit like that when they first started getting on and shit like that. But you know,
see a lot of people don't know that.
When he got a chance to get on and get the money, you know what happened. You know what I mean? Like he went berserk. It's like this. Like he remind me of the nigga in school that was always a punk, and then he ended up turning a cop. And then he pull you over, and you was the nigga that was bullying him.
I know exactly what you mean.
And man, oh man, he gonna do you dirty on that pullover. So
he was always waiting for that chance. He was always waiting for that chance to get his 2 feet in. Then as soon as he did that,
you know. But the only thing that I didn't respect is that Cam loved Mase to death. Like he loved Mase to death. I'm talking about in the beginning when we was doing the crew tape. Even before that, they knew each other so long. But I'm talking about the music and shit like that, and the love that I watched when I started getting with them. You know what I mean? And seeing how Cam always stuck up for him, how he fought for him. If Mase was in any type of trouble, he was going. Like Cam just had a lot of love for him, and just to see the way that Mase used to handle Cam when he started getting some money never made me feel
Mase was
good.
signed first, right?
Yeah, Mase got signed to Puffy first. So he was just doing niggas the way he wanted to do niggas. But what I respected about Cam was Cam kept me with him no matter what went on. Like when Mase took him on tour, like I ain't going on tour if Jim can't go on tour. You know that. I mean, you know what I mean? Like wherever it went, Cam always took me and shit like that. And that's why I always catered to Cam, because I watched all of those ill stories. And I'm like, nah, if we do get a chance to do this, I'm gonna make sure Cam feel like the man that he need to be, so he can make the best music and go platinum. And going platinum was super big back in the day. That was the era of selling real records.
That's how Shinks was with me. He was making sure I was alright until I got my shit together. Then the whole plan was to double back and make sure he was good. And that's how real niggas supposed to, you know what I'm saying, behave and, you know, and put everything together. You know what I'm saying? And I always want to see that Mase and Jim Jones collab and that. So I ain't even know, because I was always a fan. So I'm like, I thought it was supposed to be like a Harlem.
Mase showed me how to rap though.
That's crazy.
Mase taught me how to rap. Like, you know, they lived with me, and I always had dope ideas. Sit down a lot of times with help Cam sometime with some rhymes and shit like that. Back in the day, having a lot of rhymes.
That's crazy.
Powerful. If you had to go. Like I remember Big Pun made me rap. I remember a bunch of niggas made me rap, because back then you had to have rhymes. It was always a cipher. If it was rappers around, like you see how we probably go to a party or go to a concert, it'd be you, Migos, motherfucking Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
But back then, if that was it, everybody would have had to stop what they doing and spit 16. No lie. No matter who the artist was. If it was the biggest rapper, he had to have 16 to spit.
That's what New York was about back in the days. Nigga step outside, nigga battle any given moment. That shit was happening on every corner.
But Mase in turn, he sat down and showed me the trick to how the compounds and how to rap and shit, like at least how the Harlem niggas rapped, or at least how Cam was rapping and shit like that.
Exactly.
And show me how to do it.
Pun used to come by, and he used to have this Benz. I don't know if you remember. Shot the crack. He used to have his own love seat. Remember the love seat he used to have in that Benz?
Bro, I always tell people about that. He used to come pick me up at my house and go and take me to the Wedge with him. But he had a real love seat from Bob's Furniture in there, like a real love seat, like nigga, like he took like yo, this and be Tony Sunshine, and it'd be one front cap seat,
the boxer.
it'd be the Bob, it'd be the love seat, it'd be Tony Sunshine with a billion gammies on it. Like yo, bro, I used to be like yo, these Puerto Rican niggas is running around like an army in this one van, like yo,
exactly.
Bro.
Nah,
yo, bro,
that Spanish way. That Spanish way was a vibe.
Then, you know, everybody had hammers and shit back then, but them niggas punting that like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I'm never riding with you again, bro. Your niggas is crazy. You heard? But you gotta keep in mind too, this is in New York when niggas were still getting probation for gun charges and shit like that. They wasn't really giving niggas no time if you had to pay lawyer and shit like that.
You had to be there. You had to be there back in the days to witness that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Big Pun, rest in peace, man. We had some real legends. We really from the Mecca of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I wanted to ask you too, what was that point of your career when you felt that hate? Like when you touched that first million, or when Ballin' came out, when you really felt the hate. And I'm talking about, you know what kind of hate I'm talking about, when you're from friends to everybody become competition now, and everybody's like, you know what I'm saying? And
so you gotta figure, bro. Like I felt the hate way before I became a solo artist. As Cam and Jewels were platinum artists. Out the gate, we was platinum. Remember that? Diplomats was platinum.
Hell yeah, I remember that.
So before I really got on
that shit was a wave.
Shit. You did, like when Cam first album, second album, like all his albums went platinum. Remember that? I was already getting hate mail from the dog. You did. So when I first started doing Certified Gangster, the hate started really getting retarded, especially because of the gangbanging and shit. I was starting to get a lot of the hate from the West Coast in the beginning, and this is why I did my video Certified Gangsters in LA, to go out there to, at that point I was on my Super Blood shit. I want to know niggas, we was banging just as hard as they was banging on the West Coast.
You was going ham at one time.
You know what I mean? So I went out there and I really got to understand the culture. And by no means was I tougher than anybody and saying I was softer than anybody, but I was in somebody else's land, and I had to learn the land when I got out there. I really had to learn the land, man. For real, shout out to Wacko, shout out to the Booyah Tribe, shout out to Posey.
Yeah, shout out to the whole West Coast.
Shout out to all these people that really showed me the lay of the land out there and shit like that. But the hate and the success is like that whole time, everything we did was on. When I was doing Certified Gangster, Cameron was still, Diplomats was just off like double platinum or some dumb shit.
I remember, because when we was beefing and you called that Ballin', I said, oh no. I said, there's no way.
Nah, the Ballin' was just like,
when you called Ballin', we was beefing, I said, forget about it. Niggas gotta chill for a second.
Nah, that Ballin' shit was different. I was, that was a lucky strike, bro. My back was against the wall when I did Ballin'.
See how you said I caught a lot of lucky strikes? Now that was the luckiest.
Yo,
I think, and blessings.
I'm telling you, that was the whole way that shit came about. I remember I had to turn my album in like the next day. We still don't got a single. They made me go do Reppin' Time with Khaled in Miami and shit like that. I ain't motherfucking really like the Reppin' Time. It was tough and shit like that, but I was like, I got something better. I did this record with the Franchise Boys when they was doing In My White Tee. Did that record to the Ballin' beat. I did a record with them, but I'm like, I always loved that beat. I'm like, yo, pull that beat up, take them niggas off. And I ended up doing Ballin' that night to that shit, and lo and behold, both Reppin' Time and Ballin' this one did crazy numbers, and the hate got for real. Like that's when my defense has always been on, but at that point, I had to move way different than I ever moved in my life. Like it was like vests, armed security, homie security, hammer on me, moving stupid. Like it just was. Because of the era we was in, because of the time and how it was moving. It wasn't no cameras in every store. Niggas ain't have no camera phones. Niggas wasn't even, remember this, niggas wasn't even texting. Niggas wasn't even texting that much back in the day. Because
it wasn't no Instagram.
It wasn't no texting. You hear what I'm saying? Niggas had the Nextel chirps. Niggas wasn't texting. Nobody was texting. Nobody was taking pictures on their phone.
Hell yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, with different type of era, a lot of things that get done was never seen. You know what I mean? And will
Hell
never
yeah.
be and never be seen again and shit like that. So
I nigga Trav, like y'all brothers make me so happy. Shout out to Trav, man.
shouts to Trav.
He was always caught in the middle of that shit, man.
That's a real one, man. Trav was definitely caught in the middle of that shit, man.
Trav.
You know what I mean? I apologize to any of my niggas that I had caught in the middle of it, because I know there was a lot of people that were stuck in the middle and had love for both sides and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, bro.
I heard
another thing. I heard another thing too. I want to ask you about, and a lot of people don't know this.
She upstairs.
You came up with Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I heard that was your idea, the whole Love and Hip Hop shit, and niggas ran with your whole idea and made a whole franchise about it. You came up with the